Prova, 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 prova. Wait. Wait a second. Prova, prova, prova. Prova, prova. It looks like it works. Alright, let me just put here. Yeah. Hello guys, Rookie here. This is gonna be my first streaming about fuck you. Nice. This is gonna be what I was saying. This is gonna be my first streaming about Genshin Impact, and today I'm gonna do the Albedo story quest because I need to do those mini games which gives they give a lot of primogens. So without on away, let's actually go do the story quest. But first, I'm gonna change my party. I like to do the story quest with where is it? With the MC. Oh well. Let's see. Which is funny because actually I already did the story quest in my other account, which I lost though. So I need to do everything from the start. Great. Oh well. We're at the bloody illicit, the entrance of Dragon's Spine. Oh god, I still have to do a constant quest. I believe I can fly. Huh?
Sister Rosaria! So here you are! Choir practice is about to...
Before you asking why it is in English, I reinstalled the Windows 10 in my computer and then I reinstalled the Genshin. And basically either because I was lazy or because I forgot to do the long Japanese voice.
I've
Oh
told
well.
you already, I don't go in for that kind of thing. I've got more important matters to attend to.
Oh, but this event has commemorative significance. The church hopes that all sisters will be present.
To be fair, this English dubbing isn't the end of the world. Like, I've seen much worse. I know that people tend to hate the English dub, but this game is not half bad, let's say that. I mean, the Japanese is still better, but there are actually some characters that I actually prefer in English than in Japanese in this game. For example, I actually prefer child English voice actor than the Japanese one. So yeah.
Hopes? That's odd, because I don't recall a fulfill the hopes of others clause in my job description.
I mean, sure, but...
But if you guys don't like that, next time I'm gonna put the Japanese dubbing. So yeah.
But what? You're the event organizer, aren't you? Do you not find it the least bit odd?
Kick Mami Rosaria.
What do you mean?
This far out from Mondstadt at this hour? Even if you set out right now, I'll wager you'd still miss the opening ceremony. Who knows? Maybe this is someone's grand plan to make a fool out of you.
They must have planned, lol.
Huh? Well, that can't be. People aren't like that.
Evidence decides what people are like, not your feelings. Maybe you're a little too trusting of other people. Don't fret, nobody's gonna blame you if you go back empty-handed. I can't imagine anyone else was delusional enough to think I was gonna show up. But if you dally any longer, you really won't make it.
You're right. It's a very important commemorative event. If I'm late, then... right, I've gotta get going.
Seems like that sister's an expert in making people believe anything she wants.
I mean, that's what people of the church do, Paimon.
I thought I heard something. Who are you and why are you eavesdropping?
Just a random traveler passing by.
We better watch out. She seems like a dangerous villain. Or a trickster at best.
What is she, Joker?
Oh, really? I'm a member of the long-standing Favonius Church. You're an eavesdropping pixie from who knows where. And you think I'm the trickster?
Wait, she heard that? Paimon was whispering so quietly.
And as for this outlander you seem to be following... So it's you. The honorary knight that saved us from storm terror. Well then, given your status, I won't press you on your reasons for eavesdropping. Otherwise, depending on your answer, I could have arrested you on the spot.
What? Do the Sisters of Mondstadt have the authority to arrest people now?
Go for it, I'm all in. It would be like, lol. Go for
We can't
it.
go turning a blind eye to hidden dangers, can we? Why shouldn't sisters have a sense of justice?
That doesn't sound right. But Paimon can't think of a good comeback.
Let's talk about you. What are you doing in the mountains? If it's him you're after, I made a point of noting his tracks. Many people have made their way up after the snowstorm. Let's hope they're still there.
So, are you also looking for him?
No, this is just a professional habit of mine. I sensed elemental traces in these tracks. Never hurts to be vigilant.
You're more like a detective, honestly. A nice detective.
I couldn't care what you think. Come on then. I'd like to see what he's up to anyway.
Oh well.
Rosaria said there were elemental traces in the tracks. They should show up pretty clearly with elemental sight.
Whirling snow! Let the show begin.
Careless.
Or to torturing people the right way. Oh, they didn't notice me.
You know, little pixie, your ability to appear and disappear at will is very interesting.
Yeah?
After committing a crime, you'd be able to leave the scene without a trace.
You're so suspicious. Why is Paimon a criminal in your example?
Kamisato out! Sumetsu!
Hit this! Yeah.
Motion to compel! Ouchie!
People say but it's useless. Lol.
Incinerate! Let's dance!
Yeah.
Inadmissible evidence! My apologies!
Judgment cut to end. Never ends. Judgment cut.
Thunder kicks! I'll protect us.
Lightning slash! Thunderclap!
Whirling snow!
No, what the? Lol. I messed it
Embrace
up.
the ice.
I pressed the wrong button, lol. I should.
Motion to compel.
Oh, you tell me, bro.
Take flight. Yeah. Let's dance.
Nice. These are good for leveling up child. Anyway, let me take some ball. Some ball. Some ball. Should I? Let's just keep going. Just not waste any more time. Besides, I really don't this quest on.
It's getting colder and colder. Rosaria, aren't you freezing?
Me? I'm all right. I got used to operating in adverse conditions a long time ago.
Huh? Seems like there's more to being a sister in the Favonius Church than Paimon realized.
But anyway, Electro MC is the best MC, like, much better than an Emo NG or GMC. Really, Funding Gator really useful with Electro element. Get up! Really? Really?
Is that Albedo? Why are they around a place like this?
No, they don't give a shit to be like.
The word on
well,
the street is he loves painting. He'll hang around anywhere for a good landscape. The views and scenery here are pretty good. Potential paintings everywhere you look.
But can't he see those hilly churros? Isn't he in danger?
Wow, I'm so scared. Wow, I'm so scared. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. Wow.
Here! Who are you? Why did you alarm them? Thank the gods I'd already completed my painting. Would have been a shame to leave these particular hilly churls unfinished.
You were painting your Charles?
What's up with painting hilly churls? What makes them so interesting?
The pronounce of Ilucho. This is weird because in Japanese it is Ilucharos, in English it is Iluchos. That like it doesn't make any sense so much different it is the pronunciation. Oh well.
I'm afraid the answer isn't easy to explain. If you'd like to have a look at my painting, it may give you a clue.
Please come back, Geo Prince. Very avant-garde.
Wow, look at the detail! But some of it seems to have been done in a hurry.
Please, Albedo, come back home. I need you. I need a support. I don't think I need to defend
You
myself
can find
with.
these hilly churls anywhere. Quite boring, in fact. Not worth closer inspection. But take a look at this specimen. The build, the coat, and there's a distinct force at work here. In the cyclical lives of such primitive communities, such unique attributes are an indication of evolution at work. Evolution, the transition from nothing into existence, from the known to the
Hold your
no.
horses. Ugh, something tells me we're in for a thesis and I haven't got the stamina. We found
Weak.
your man. I'm headed back.
Bye.
What? Don't you have any questions for him? Hey! What a weirdo.
So Sister Rosaria brought you. Surprising. And I didn't have time to thank her. But back to the point. From her words, it seems that you were looking for me?
We met a girl in Mondstadt, Sucrose. She said you were stuck with your research.
Second best girl, by the way.
I see. So Sucrose sent you here. Then, if I'm not mistaken, you must be the honorary knight. You've got the whole of Mondstadt talking. I've heard a bit of everything. Your actions during Storm Terror's attack, your elemental control, and quite a few other mysterious things. I'll skip to the conclusion. There's only one possibility after all. You came from afar. From another world, correct?
What? In what made you think that? Like, what is the proof that make you think, okay, it's coming from another world? But yeah, yeah, what if you score reputation, I
Excellent.
guess.
If I could procure your assistance, I think my research would benefit enormously.
Your research?
Forgive me. This must be confusing. Where should I begin? The essence of life?
Whoa, whoa. You want to start with that?
Oh, I'm pretty expected with that, bro.
You're right. Giving a demonstration would be better than trying to explain. For example, awakening life. Breathing new life into fallen leaves.
Ooh.
You can do that?
However,
miracles.
I have a particular seed in my possession. The method I'm talking about has produced no results. It's like you, in that it hails from another world. Helping it to grow, to bloom. That's the problem my research is up against. That's where I need your assistance.
Well, if you're struggling to figure it out, Paimon's not sure we're gonna be much assistance.
I beg to differ. I'm unable to comprehend the intricacies of life outside of the known world. But you're not from the known world. By observing and researching you, I may just be able to find a way to get the seed to sprout.
So basically, I'm your guinea pig, right?
Shall we just get out of here? This sounds a little freaky.
What's in it for me?
Mora, knowledge, and the answer to the question you are seeking. It happens to be an answer that I can provide. How does that sound?
I like how Paimon got instantly excited when Albedo said Mora.
Time for a change of surroundings. We should be going. There's research to do.
Alright. She hasn't got the
Albedo
stamina.
and that
She...
traveler seem to have hit it off. Takes a weirdo to know one, I guess. I wonder, does this constitute a risk to Mondstadt?
We soon shall find out. No, they explode Dragon's Spine, so it is easy. We can just skip the formality, I guess. Oh, speaking of Albedo, wait a second. Ah, 10 days, still a lot of time. I'm saving, I need him, guys, because I don't have a Zhongli. I don't have any support that can provide me a lot of shields continuously, so yeah. Mine! Ah, damn it, stupid.
Paimon has a question. After
The
the seed
cutscenes.
sprouts, will it grow into anything?
I don't know, but I feel the importance will lie in the method, not the endpoint. Using alchemy to awaken otherworldly life into that would constitute a big leap in my understanding of the essence of life. After awakening, even creation may be possible. Still a little difficult to understand?
No, Paimon's got a brain. But what's the seed gonna become? Isn't that more interesting than whatever it was you were saying?
Doesn't seem like you understood.
Well, if it turns out to be a delicious fruit, dinner's on me.
The fruit of knowledge. Mankind sealed their fate away when they ate the fruit of knowledge.
Yay!
They
Paimon's
ate the
holding me
fruit of
to it.
knowledge. Thank God that I didn't hate it. Ha! I'm dumb. You seen through Paimon's
Well, let's just say I, occasionally have to look after a child. Another lengthy explanation, I'm afraid. I suppose it's one of the few non-alchemy related disciplines I'm any good at.
I wonder what that is.
The subject of my first research was the elements.
A mini
In this
terrorist,
world,
lol.
manipulating the elements requires a vision. Though I can't see anything resembling one on your person. How you're able to freely manipulate elemental power is something I'd like to ascertain. I've got a few questions in that regard. Firstly, do you have any extra organs? A second heart? A fourth stomach? Things of that nature.
A second heart. What do you think I am? Sora from Kingdom Hearts, Albedo? Come on, seriously. Which is like a collection of hearts within his own heart. No, seriously. No, not that I'm aware of.
Fascinating. And this floating child is connected to your body in some way?
That will be... that will make Ether quite the attraction in Chernobyl.
What a
Lol.
stupid question. Can't you see the gap between us? And another thing, it's Paimon, not floating child.
Also known as emergency food.
I was merely considering the possibility that you were an external organ. Perhaps there is some invisible force connecting you.
I caught Paimon with a fishing rod.
Oh, that rules out that possibility. I wonder, did Paimon guide the elemental power to you? But that would mean that Paimon's elemental power would be enough to break through a mountain rock at least 10 meters thick, or cause the waterfall south of Springville to flow backwards.
I like how Paimon looks confused. Either that or she knows something she isn't telling us that.
No, that definitely can't be it.
I mean, why it would do focusing on Paimon then? Pretty sus, not gonna lie. There's something probably Paimon isn't telling us.
Hey, how would you know anyway?
I mean, she's not denying it either, confirming it.
In that case, it would appear that there's no obvious difference between the composition of your body and that of the humans in this world. Given that there's clearly a discrepancy in their research, it seems that only experimentation will yield the answers. Firstly, this mysterious elemental power. I'd like to examine exactly how it manifests externally. Let me lure a few slimes to the area. Perhaps you'd be able to defeat them, using whatever method comes most naturally to you.
Huh? Doesn't seem very sciencey.
Direct and clear observation are imperative to a good experiment. This is just a simple exercise. Naturally, if you require a greater challenge, we could bring in 6 Oceanids.
Oi! Calm down, dude. That'll be...
Slimes are fine.
Indeed. As long as I'm not being battered around by hydromimics.
Well, prepare yourself. The slimes will be here any moment.
I thought you are sensitive. Oh well.
Lightning flash!
You know what, I'm gonna use only Ether, because yeah. Like 2 pro gamers do. Like you should actually do, because, come on. Because it is about testing Ether, right? Oh, nice.
Take this!
Oh boy, this is gonna take a while. Oh fuck. I'm losing HP!
Lightning flash!
You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna use a bit of strategy. Nice. Whew, whew. Come back. Come on, come on. Oh fucking hell. Ah! I didn't mean to do that. I swear.
Bellowing thunder!
Come on, can I do it? I can do it, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it. Fuck. Come. Oh, bloody hell. No, I cannot do it. I'm dying. I'm freaking dying.
Let the
the show begin.
Ma the power for my invincible Barbara. Okay, maybe it wasn't a good idea.
Lightning flash!
I think I can beat one.
Yeah! 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 Yeah!
I forgot how painful it was to use. I forgot how painful it was to use only travel.
Yeah! 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 Take this!
Like, the only problem I've got with Electro Eater is that its cooldown is a bit too, how can I say,
Lightning flash!
long. Yeah, I mean, 50 seconds for like free electric projectiles seems a bit too much. Like, seriously, what the fuck? In comparison to Albedo, which is cooldown is 2 seconds, lol.
Yeah!
Yeah, that's why I want Albedo, because with Albedo you can basically abuse easy as long as you want to.
Take this! Thunderclap!
Come on, let's finish this.
Yeah! 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 Ruh!
Come back here, motherfucker.
Lightning flash!
Oh, Heater, don't die on me.
Yeah!
I haven't got enough. Yeah. You know what? Screw it. I'm just losing time.
Take this! Yeah!
Screw it. I don't give a fuck.
Boom boom!
I need really to power up a bit in.
Yeah!
I need a better sword, I think. I think prototype ancora hitting its limits. I mean, it's fine if you're gonna use muscle support, but as I mentioned, no. I mean, Mutalov uses TMC for main damage. Nobody. Fucking hell.
Great work. Did you feel anything out of the ordinary?
Aside how weak I was, no, bro. Nothing at all.
If you're injured, I have a few emergency potions ready.
Just a big call.
Excellent. According to my observations, the manifestation of the external elemental flow is as expected. Elemental reactions are normal. There's nothing out of the ordinary. Now that we know that the external flow is manifesting normally, let's test the internal flow.
Internal flow? How do you test that?
It's very simple. I can use alchemy to create a potion that will extract elemental power. If the elemental power is stored or accumulated physically within your body, this potion may elicit an elemental reaction.
Sounds kinda terrifying.
Don't worry. In the normal course of events, you'd feel some temporary queasiness. No bodily injury.
And in the abnormal course of events?
If anything unexpected occurs, I've made the necessary preparations. Try not to worry.
That's not hugely reassuring.
Well, it's not that there aren't any risks involved. But if there is anything blocking your elemental flow, we'll be able to locate it with this test. Just a warning. If an internal elemental reaction occurs for any other reason, that's a bad sign.
This is like I have to check up.
Yes, that's an excellent way to think about it. Before we get started, the potion we'll use for the test is missing a catalyst. We'll need to find it. It's a type of ore known as star silver, but unfortunately not all of it is suitable. I'll take you to my campsite. We can gather some star silver ore on the way. I'll point out any likely contenders. All going to plan, We should be able to begin concocting the potion when we get to the campsite.
Wait a second.
Paimon's still got a few safety concerns, but it seems like there's a silver lining. Let's keep our eyes open.
Alright.
Let's dance.
Dance, wanna dance!
Here. Should do for catalyst purposes.
Wait. No. No, with closed eyes. Alright.
Lightning slash!
Wait, what was...
This one. Usable with a bit of polish.
Take this!
Take flight.
Like, everyone complains about Electro is kinda useless as an element in worse than Geo. But there are actually quite a few things that are actually pretty useful from electro elements, like superconduct. Superconduct reduces greatly the enemy defense. It's pretty good in my opinion, especially with Yanfei. Yanfei doesn't.
This should be enough. My campsite is just up ahead. I'll lead the way.
Like, Yanfei does so much higher damage when the enemy is affected by super conduct, especially when you play also melt with it. No? Are you kidding me? You moron eater. I am stupid. I am stupid. You know what? Screw it. Why try hard when you can try smart? Ah, such a moron.
This is my campsite. I've added the materials we collected to the concoction. While we are waiting, have a look over here.
His forehead is big, like seriously big.
My assistant Timaeus here is helping me with my research. I'm guessing you may have met in Mondstadt already.
Yep.
Hello! I've just gotten hold of the data from your experiment. The report is already up on the board there.
Hello! Timaeus, lol.
Whoa! Look at all the data! You got all these results from one slime battle?
Wow, this data sure is readable. Lol.
I wouldn't call them results, inferences, and a few daring guesses perhaps. I think the most rational direction would be to expound on the phylogenetic relationship between this traveler and the slimes.
Rational?
Consider, you don't have a vision, but you can manipulate elemental energy. The slimes don't have visions either, yet they too are able to manipulate the elements.
What the hell am I? A big giant fucking slime? I don't know.
Following this line of thought, I'm sure we'll be able to establish a basis in fact.
Yeah, how much more you are, lol.
Not bad for a point of entry. But strictly speaking, slimes are elemental life forms. In other words, beings consisting entirely of the elements. A cryoregisvine, or even a whopperflower might be a better analogy. But tracing back the phylogenetic relationships between plants and animals, you might have to trace back to the world's origins.
which will take way too much time.
In that sense, things might get difficult, don't you think?
Yes, sir. That sounds correct.
After all, we've got our primary data already. This traveler is a visitor from another world. If it turned out that he did have a phylogenetic relationship with this world... Now that really would be something, wouldn't it?
Ah, it would. Apologies. I was so excited to get the data. I'll slow down a bit next time. Speaking of data, to complete our research, we'll need some more. I'll be conducting analysis here for the time being. If you're keen for an update, just come and find me.
Great, I'll leave you to it. Looks like the potion's ready. I'll try a little first. If all goes well, I'll hand it over to you. In line with my expectations. Ready to drink. Remember to keep calm at all times. And breathe deeply if you feel unwell.
Alright, alla salute. This drink the... When you matter a lot. What is it? Food maybe? No, it's not in the food. Yeah. I'm burning! Ah! Fire! This is actually, I imagine Ether actually reacting to it, lol. I'm on fire!
Tasty? You've got a funny look on your face.
It's burning a bit.
You said you tried some already. You sure it was ready? What happened to him?
Probably it reacted because he's using the electro elements or something. I don't know. I'm not a scientist.
Oh, this was the result I was expecting. And a very positive one at that. This potion channels elemental power into the body. Under normal circumstances, a repelling reaction is to be expected. But if the internal elemental flow is unimpeded, you'll only experience momentary discomfort. Once the flow is complete, there won't be any other effects.
So you knew you'd be sick and still drank some?
It was my own concoction, of course. Only natural for me to be the guinea pig.
Out of consideration for the test subject?
But of course, you're my assistant. By all sense and reason, it would be wrong of me to place that risk onto you.
Ah, sweet from you.
In conclusion, I'd say we have our conclusion. As far as elemental energy is concerned, you're no different from anyone else in this world. Nothing peculiar.
In conclusion, I'd say we have a wrong conclusion.
Aw, Paimon wanted something cooler to happen.
What? Mi trasformi into Super Saiyan or something?
Then again, better an ordinary result than a peculiar result. Peculiar results have a tendency to be of the undesirable variety.
I feel like you're referring to something in particular.
The good thing about ordinary is that everything is an object of reference, and everyone understands you. People are the same, they can understand, empathize, encourage, and support one another. When you're sick, a doctor can diagnose you because they are you. When something goes wrong, you can ask people who've made the same mistake for their experience, because you are them.
Albedo is talking like he's kinda out of ordinary.
But a peculiar person, they don't have much recourse for the things we take for granted. The essence of their life is fundamentally different.
But then again, it could depend on the experience. Like, someone who goes on the military is gonna have very much experience from someone who's gonna work, I don't know, at a retail shop or something. I kinda get what he means, but yeah, not everyone is the same. Not in life you're not gonna encounter people who had the same experience as you. So you might not find always someone to always relate to.
For example, A human can't understand the life of a pyroregisvine, or an Eye of the Storm. Have I explained it clearly enough?
Still, it seems like there is another layer of meaning to your words.
To sum up, this has been a positive outcome. Going forward, you can use your elemental power without fear. Timaeus, the results of the new experiment are out. If you could see to collating them.
Just a moment, sir. I'll handle it. Oh, you gave me a lot to consider. Really stretched my limits. I'm thinking a lot clearer now. Having you down as an animal wasn't very precise of me, but starting with the premise of an elemental life form, now that was...
Not bad. I think it's an interesting line of inquiry. Whatever the truth of the matter, I'd like your research at the fore as opposed to my judgment.
You can count on me, sir. I'll extract a result satisfactory to all.
Is he trying to join the Knights? He's starting to sound like a suck-up. What Paimon meant to say was, that's the spirit! Mr. Albedo, say something!
Before we can proceed with our research, I need to... prepare something. Wait one moment. If you're interested, why not have a look around? It may help to pass the time.
Alright, again. Except, looks like an alchemy work table. Some potions and not apparatus are laid out here. Are these what Albedo uses to investigate the world? It wouldn't hurt to touch it, would it? No, I'd not touch it. Observe record board. A board with some incomprehensible experimental reports stuck onto it. Still, you can tell that the progress is being made on those experiments. Wait, is it an third person? I never thought about it. When you actually interact with objects, it narrates in third person. Kinda like an RPG. Oh well.
An elemental life form from another world. As soon as we have strong evidence, this may end up subverting a lot of alchemical theories. Albedo's research will see huge progress.
A shelf packed with books and potions. Looks like the owner has a habit of reading and researching potions simultaneously.
Here comes Albedo!
Oh. Sorry, Paimon. Because the reason why I'm pressing the pro button constantly is because I'm playing in a weird position, like in order to get the best internet connections. Lol. I just did that because I connected directly with my router Ethernet. I connected my router and my portable directly with the Ethernet. That's why. Lol. I should stop saying lol a lot. Oh well.
I'm back. Did you see anything interesting?
Couldn't make heads or tails of anything.
Not to worry. They're all for alchemical purposes. You'd be hard-pressed to find an everyday use for them. Well, on with the research. There may be significant differences between different worlds. Take Tevat, for example. Here, those with visions can manipulate the elements, but worlds may well exist where only one person is able to do so, or even everyone. So, leaving elements to one side, do you possess any unique abilities? Ones that don't exist in this world? I think answering this question calls for the same methodology as last time. In other words, time for the next experiment.
Am I battering slimes again?
No. You shan't be required to exert quite so much effort this time around. Now, see this pillar here? Use your willpower to try and break it.
Paimon, you give it a shot.
You think Paimon knows how to do that stuff?
That was your best effort? Well, can't be helped, I suppose.
Here! Either be like, Windblade! Oh, fuck.
Have you tried using your elemental power with food? I don't mean for cooking as such. Rather, channeling your power into the ingredients themselves. I'm curious to see how the taste and texture respond. It may even help with proliferation.
Alchemists certainly have active imaginations.
I suppose I have a curiosity for things that others find surprising. Anyway, why don't you cook us up a sunshine sprat? I've just finished preparing the recipe.
Cooking? Paimon was looking forward to more mad scientist stuff.
Not only is this recipe a staple for me, it's also worth experimenting with and highly nutritious.
Paimon bets you're just hungry. It does sound yummy, though. Okay, Paimon approves.
I know what you're getting at.
Good buddies are always on the same page.
I'll leave you to it then. Looking forward to the results. If there's anything left over, maybe Timaeus can finish the last morsels.
Paimon doesn't think we'll have that problem. How are we gonna channel elemental power into the food? Maybe try the willpower thing again. Where does it get these ideas from anyway? Let's just do it the old-fashioned way.
I don't know. Don't ask me. It was sunshine sprout. Let's see. Sunshine sprout. Sunshine sprout. No, 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 no. Ah, here. Trying to learn it. Well, do it. Wait, what was it again? Sunshine sprout. Ah, here. Oh, thank God I have 10 elements. You know, actually I'm gonna do this version with whatever the bloody hell is. I mean, I could get some bonus with cooking with vanilla, but it wouldn't fit the story, so yeah. Really? I finished the elements? Oh well. The ingredients. Here,
That
sir.
was fast. Looking forward to testing
Oh,
the results.
I was right. Submit! Submit! Submit.
An average outcome experimentally, but you've really brought out the flavor. You seem well versed in the science of gastronomy.
I'm a well-expertise chef.
As far as the proliferation hypothesis is concerned, we've come up short. Seems like food presents the same headaches in your world as it does ours. Unless... could it be that the natural laws of this world are limiting your unique abilities?
We just didn't know how to channel elemental power into the food. It's a little more complicated than adding herbs and spices, you know.
Not to worry. At least we put some food to good use. No need to feel disheartened. And here's your portion. Enjoy. I can box it up if you like.
Woohoo! Thanks! Glad you were paying attention.
You're Paimon's new favorite.
I can tell that you're good friends. Paimon was keeping an eye on you and your safety during the whole experiment. Not that Paimon would have been able to do much if things had gone wrong.
Oof.
But
Hey! You were being nice a second ago.
She asked him because he spoke the truth.
But you do have tasty recipes, so Paimon forgives you. And you're right, we are good friends. You have good friends too, right? Good students?
Yes. I'm fortunate too, I suppose. Anyway, moving on to the next experiment. There are all manner of alchemical items here. Keeping them in their proper place is a challenge at the best of times. A while ago, I had the misfortune of misplacing a batch. I managed to retrieve the majority, but 2 vials have been evading me. Animal crystal fly elemental extract and electrohypostasis powder.
Fortunately I can use both of those elements.
Paimon's barely finished eating and you want us to go gathering again?
Don't worry if you can't locate them. I was planning to replace them anyway. though finding them would save me the hassle. If you had, say, a superpower, like night vision or vibratory sensing, lost property would be a thing of the past. I must have dropped them somewhere in the area where you were looking just now.
So, guess we'd better take a look.
There should be some elemental traces on the lost items.
Oh yeah! You could use elemental sight!
Oh well. Second explain. We send the site. Oh, there it is. That's something. I didn't craft something while I'm at. Enter the pet artifacts. I can get oh, the bless. I maybe need no bless oblige. I still don't have it. Not offering. Oh, great. Great. I cannot use anything. What I need actually is this guy. I need a Geo for Noel. Oh well, might as well not bonus, so yeah. Wait a minute. Alright, then. Okay, I messed up and I'm a huge idiot if I messed up, but I don't think I did. Appreciate it. Ah, I didn't. Oh, alright. I need only the Wildberry, the Stay Mask, and the Basil Pillar. The Basil Pillar. Alright. Another card that I might need. I might need a child. Not as many needed, but still. What is can I craft? Oh, I need to. Oh, now I remember that. I actually happy that I'm doing the Albedo story quest because I remember that I can do some alchemy. I rarely craft something with alchemy. What I need to do is need guide to resistance. Let's see. Guide to freedom. Try this. Like really no card can give me. Oh well. I only need one. Alright. I know what you guys are probably asking. Why are you leveling up the Noel best attack and not air bust, which is whipping time? The reason for that is because I'm gonna show you guys quickly. Aside from the critical which is not bad, but still it can use a bit for improvement. Hahaha, 62 physical damage bonus. She packs a lot of punch with her. Paradoxically, I bullet her in a way that she makes more damage without using her burst, her ultimate. Her burst. Burst. Her Q. Because, oh, use the, yeah. Oh well. Anyway, let's get to the
This must be electrohypostasis powder.
What is that? Yes,
The extract of an animo crystal fly can only be animo elemental energy, right? This has gotta be it.
Goodness, you managed to find them. Incredible. 1,000 thanks. I'm wondering, this elemental sight, this is what allowed you to locate the items and find me here on the mountains, correct?
Yep. Guess it does sort of count as a superpower, huh?
Unfortunately, though elemental sight is seldom seen, it is not unheard of in Teyvat.
Really?
Only a never-before-seen otherworldly power would be of benefit to my research.
You mean we failed again?
Don't be disheartened. This falls entirely within my expectations. Besides, getting these items back, I'd call this a very worthwhile experiment. I have to commend your deduction that the items would contain elemental traces. Right then. Up until now, our research has focused on your otherworldly identity. Our research on your identity as one of us is just beginning.
With you to the end.
In essence, the differences between humans are reflected in our intellectual and physical capabilities. Let's start with physical. Looking out from where we're standing, can you see what Sucrose is doing?
What do you think I am, Superman? Absolutely not.
And if you jumped from here and landed on that cliff, the one over there, could you see her then?
Still no.
So what about if you planted a single blow on the mountain face here, and it burst into a million fragments?
Still no.
Then I shouldn't get too excited. Still, we'll gain a more thorough understanding with an experiment. I know of a location that will be perfect for a physical test. Please, follow me.
Still in one piece. Good thing the vial's so strong.
Incinerate!
Irony, I don't have an ammo lol. I should have brought an ammo lol. I mean, technically, you know what? Screw it. Actually, I'm gonna switch to an ammo. It's been a while since I last used it, so why not? I mean, Electros is way much cool. Speaking of, I thought I don't have any constellations on Electro. Let me see. Huh? Why not? I don't know how many still I have to... Maybe to level 10? I don't know, but still need Primo, so why not? Ventilo. Now I'm drunk. I missed the Rasengan, lol. I missed the Rasengan. You know what? That's gonna be very stupid, but why not? By the way, I can go from above. C3 lol. Which is ironic because it's the most... together with Bubble, it's the card that I have most constellation on. It's the problem that I have with this account. It is much luckier and much stronger, like actually put much better artifacts for the character, like... The problem is that when it comes to constellations, aside from C1, C3, C1, nothing, C2, C1, C1, C2, C1. I'm kinda in a bad spot with the constellation on this account. Like, I remember actually getting way more constellations on the other one that I lost, which I had bought clean and Albedo, ironically. So yeah, when I'm gonna roll for Albedo, yeah, I'm gonna get a... My objective is to... when I'm gonna roll... My objective is to get both Albedo and at the very least C4 Noel. C4, yeah. Because C4 ability is very useful. I remember when I had Noelle in a theater account with C4, she was unstoppable. If I get C4 Noelle with with that 30 set that I have, she's gonna be invincible. Because breastplate, when expires, it actually explodes. Only C4 because C5 and C6 increase the ability of sweeping time, which, like I said before, I do more damage without sweeping time because of the physical damage that I gave to Noel. So I'm actually gonna I'm gonna stop at C4, meaning that I need to get 1, 2. I'm gonna roll Albedo. And I want to get Albedo and Free Noel. That's is gonna be my objective. Then I'm gonna conserve everything else for I don't know. Actually, I still need a pyro DPS. Actually, now that I think about it. That's why I miss Cleo. Cleo was so useful.
You want us to jump from up here?
Leap of faith.
Not necessarily. Not if you know of a better method, that is.
With Deva.
Whichever method you choose, the experiment will end when you reach the opposite shore of the lake. I will factor the time expended and your top speed into my comparative analysis.
The opposite side of the lake. So, we're gonna be swimming?
Without limitations, we complete tasks intuitively, using the method that seems most rational to us. Some of us would be unable to stand the icy waters. Others might find the whole thing rather refreshing.
The icy waters. No, almost no one is able to stand the icy water. Like they immediately die from hypo. I don't know how to say that in English. Hypother.
No matter
You know what I
choice you make,
mean.
it's all a part of the experiment. For me, every detail is invaluable to the research.
This is actually as stressful than the superpower part.
Then if you would, please, I eagerly await the results.
Wait a minute. While we're busy testing, what exactly are you gonna be doing?
Me?
I don't care.
Recording data,
Speed!
responding to risks, providing emotional support.
So if we do decide to go swimming, you gonna dive in with us?
No. Unless
What?
you're thinking of conducting competitive research?
Oh! Forget Paimon said anything.
Who needs swimming when you can just... What? How did you manage to...
Great work. I've never seen a performance quite like it.
I mean, you were even more impressive. You just basically teleported.
Your reputation precedes you, traveler. The data shows that you're easily outperforming the average citizen in Mondstadt.
Well, I could have defeated the Storm Terror with average ability.
But you followed us the whole way without breaking a sweat!
That's actually my point.
Me? Actually, I used alchemy to cheat a little. But anyway, if it turns out that the natural laws of Tavad do not affect you, I should be able to make various inferences about the otherworldly civilization you belong to. If the natural laws of Tavad do affect you, then I shall be able to make inferences into the kind of evolution that would occur under the absence of such effects.
Oh god, I don't like
The
this.
innumerable possibilities that this could present, the captivating insights, it would be something to savor again and again.
But how does this help your research?
You've helped me to unravel many of the problems that were holding it back. When we return to the campsite, I should be able to show you something interesting. I may be about to make some analogies between you and a few unusual specimens. I hope you won't be offended.
Welcome to Chernobyl, I will be your guide.
Old, petrified trees, a sun 8 times the size of our own. The essence of the investigative process is enthralling, but such feelings are inevitably fleeting in nature. I'm willing to pour all my energy into research, and yet specimens are finite. As the unknown transitions into the realm of scientific understanding, the feeling of enlightenment is lost. All these things that start out as objects of fascination end up possessing the prosaic mundanity of a Sunsetia or a sweet flower, they cease to be noteworthy.
Oh, so that's why you wanted to paint those hilly turtles? Because you got to see something new and interesting in the differences between them?
Precisely. To quote my exact words from earlier, these creatures are, for the most part, quite boring, not worth closer inspection. There is precious little about them that serves to pique my curiosity now.
So after all these experiments, are we gonna be, like, boring to you? Like some basic draft of a sketch?
Of course not. You have been of great assistance to me, and I will remember this friendship for a lifetime. Now, before we head back to the campsite, there's one more experiment. Intelligence.
I'm gonna follow this one for sure.
Follow me. There are some other ruins nearby.
Oh god. Bloody hell. Wait a second. Wait, infused with... Oi. Wow, I do nothing basically nothing with them.
My apologies.
Ironic.
Boom boom.
I do nothing without super thunder. Like what the hell? I need a fire that DPS. Shut up, Windows. Ah, screw it. I can't do stun with this. Say whatever you want, ma that Electros here are pretty useful. Woohoo! I believe I can fly. Gliding, baby. Ooh. Thinking, actually curious about what Albedo told about the elemental society being not unheard of in Teviat. I wonder if there's some other characters that we're gonna encounter that actually can use elemental side. I don't think we quite encountered it yet, so... What the... Fudge? There it is.
I imagine you must have encountered more than a few conundrums during your travels. I'd like to
Yeah.
observe your intelligence by means of a practical test of your capabilities, much as we did for the physical test.
No problem.
I'd like you to explore these ruins and return with your findings. There are 2 puzzles located at the far ends of the ruins. After completion, you should be able to activate the mechanism in the center. As with the physical test, there are no restrictions. Everything you do is an action I wish to observe.
Where there is a will, there is definitely a
Remember
way.
that this is a test of intellect. So should you get lucky in any way, that won't be factored in as part of the test. So, let's see you in action. Start wherever you like.
The funnest. Oh, this was so voted by my.
It's a complex environment, so proceed with caution.
Let me get the. I think there's another one. But what is it? I told you, I'm pretty bad when it comes to this thing. Let's see. There's one here. No more there. Yeah, I only. Maybe? Yeah, I need it. Using the one above to start first. Alright.
Sealy like these are a common sight in the mountains. Returning them to their rightful places is up to you.
To be fair, I don't remember doing this. Cioè, I remember doing this but I don't remember the solutions, so I'm going a bit at random right now. So yeah, maybe I'm using a bit of luck.
Time for your arraignment!
God.
Incinerate!
So bad, Anemo. Anemo is so bad.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it is good that I can do elementary actions which are actually positive to element, but still, it's so bad.
Boom boom!
With the wind!
Yeah. Yeah. Ha. Motion to compel.
Raise the other one. Really? Ethan? Come on, you moron. Oh, fucking hell. What the blood? Come on. Don't slow me down, baby. Yeah, at least. Nice. Whew. Whoop.
It should now be possible
Bye.
to activate the central mechanism. Exactly what will happen when you do is something I'm looking forward to finding out.
Hey, explaining things is Paimon's job.
Oh,
Are you finished?
means that the water level has suddenly decreased. We should be able to see what's in the water now. Let's have a look.
Sakura swirl. Whirling snow. Yeah.
That's what you get to get between me and my intelligence test. Moron. Oh well. Whee!
What's this?
What the hell is this? I feel like I've seen this
To
before.
the best of my knowledge, these belong to a script of some kind. They can be found all over Teyvat, but they've never given up their secrets. There's still a lot to learn about them. And as for why they should ever have come to rest here, a true mystery. Let me make a copy first. I'll make time to go over them in greater detail after our research.
Another thing for the don't understand list. Unsolvable mystery this, weird experiment that. It'd be nice to get some cool results for once. Seems like if you want the reward, you gotta pay the price.
I've truly gained a lot from all this. Comparatively, the little reward I can offer is too small to mention. Let me return to the campsite first. By the time you get back, I may just have a fleeting miracle for you to witness.
I take the past intelligence test.
Paimon's kinda looking forward to seeing the result of all this brain ache. Unless you can think of anything better to do, let's head back to the campsite.
Nope, I can't.
Not so fast.
Oh,
You're
wait.
not leaving until I'm convinced that nothing dangerous is going on here.
You! You didn't leave the mountain?
I most certainly did not. And I've witnessed everything that you and Albedo have been up to. I must say, you let your guards down. Or maybe you were drawn in by his compelling-sounding hypothesis and friendly demeanor.
Maybe the second. Yeah, so what do you mean?
Taking orders from a complete stranger? Drinking anonymous potions? Participating in all kinds of strange experiments? I'd sooner believe you were tricked than that you would be so naive. Or perhaps, you were colluding from the beginning.
Nope, I didn't know
Sister
him.
Rosaria's guard's so high, she can't even see over the top of it.
I don't think he's a bad person.
It doesn't matter what you think. He could be a saint for all you know. But I understand him a little better than you, Outlander. I'm only concerned with one thing. Whether his alchemy has transformed you into something more sinister.
Welcome to Chernobyl, I will be your guide now.
No way! Paimon would have sensed it. And anyway, he didn't even use any alchemy.
With an alchemist of his level, you wouldn't sense a thing. In any case, I'm not about to let a potential threat back into Mondstadt.
So, what are you gonna do?
You came here to be sure, so you must have your ways to assuring yourself.
I've got to hand it to you. You have your moments. If I can be sure that nothing you came into contact with is dangerous, that's good enough for me. I've investigated everything else. The only items left on the agenda are these symbols.
But we don't even know what they mean.
That much is true. Not to mention, seems like there's nothing more to them. But for insurance purposes, I'd better make a copy. This is now a location of interest. Regular patrols should be set up here. Now then, all things considered, I deem that you pose no immediate threat. Which is what I was hoping. I would have been one very unhappy sister if you'd made me work overtime on your account.
Overtime?
Before we go our separate ways, Outlander, a word of advice. Don't be so quick to trust Albedo, and don't repeat the same mistakes that you did this time. You made a lot of rash decisions today.
She's gone! So stubborn. Mondstadt doesn't have many people like that.
Maybe she just lacks security?
Huh. Never mind her. Let's go see Albedo!
I mean, I can understand her being concerned at all, but still. Even though, this is going even though I know how this is going to end. I think I'm gonna continue a little bit and I'm gonna stop. To be fair, to be my shot in stream, I feel like I did more than enough, I think. Oops. Oh well. Stop!
You're
What's
back.
up?
Good timing. I've just about reached the conclusion.
Which is...
You took quite a while. Did you get held up on the way back?
Not really.
Time for the results. We got a myriad of data today, and it was very difficult to finish all the research in one go. But the integral preliminary conclusion that I can offer you is you're very much like a human from this world.
You couldn't tell that just by looking? We spent all day working our butts off for that?
Please, I understand that this may have seemed self-evident to you, but in fact, nothing in this world should be taken for granted. Have you ever considered that the world of Tevat may have a natural hostility to Outlanders?
Only the gods will know.
I mentioned the natural laws of this world. You're able to converse with me here without consequence, and nothing seems amiss. But it's arguably a small miracle. The only other life form that, like you, has come here from afar is the seed that I mentioned. Under the effects of Tevat's natural laws, it isn't even able to sprout, let alone bloom. But after I observed you, I had another idea. Imitating you helped to inspire my alchemy. And so...
Whoa! It looks like something's appearing!
the transition from nothing into something, from shoot to stem, and now to fruition. Is not nurturing otherworldly life also nurturing the world itself?
Aww.
It was so short-lived.
It would seem that that's as far as we go. A transient bloom of incomparable beauty. Life's proudest achievement.
Paimon thought, with all our efforts, it might have bloomed forever, and it didn't even have any fruit.
Life is a manifold tapestry of free entities. Its value shouldn't derive from how long it stays with us. Even a momentary burst is precious. A short life can be well lived. A life lived efficiently, lived to perfection, is necessarily one unburdened by loneliness.
Short-lived, like, well-lived. Persona Free fans be like, "No!" Oh god, I'm thinking about him. Damn it.
So, do you understand what I meant about us conversing here arguably being a small miracle?
Well, I haven't booted it just yet.
Things feel a little heavy right now. Don't be sad. You've got Paimon to look after you.
I can't give up on my sister. Like, I'm never gonna see her again.
Albedo,
Lol.
Paimon really wants to be your friend.
Thank you both. Even if dispelling loneliness is not essential for life, it certainly doesn't hurt. Your help inspired me to discover the means to make a flower bloom.
So, I'm a helpful
I mean that the
specimen?
time I've spent traveling with you in the mountains was a valuable journey for me. In the future, if the need arises, can I solicit your help again?
Sure, and if you just want some company, find me anytime.
Glad I can count on you. I made a point throughout of telling him how ordinary the results were. But what was that sediment I saw forming at the bottom of the vial? It should not have been there. What could it mean? Those born of Earth are bound by its imperfections, but those born of chalk are free of impurities. You and I are alike, both composed of a substance that has yet to be fully defined. If, one day, I lose control, destroy Mondstadt, destroy everything, can I rely on you to stop me?
Oh well. Part 1 is made. I feel like... wait a second, where should... Lost in Tesno. Find Joel, talk to Joel, ask you to... Joel, lol. People who play the Last of Us part should be like, pain. Joel asks you to go ahead into the mountain to look for his father, who was yet to return from an adventure on his own. Well, I ain't gonna do that next time, so I think like I do more than enough for now. If you guys enjoy this my very own first live stream, make sure to hit at the like button and to subscribe to not miss any future content or live stream that I may make in the future. And with that out of the way, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching and Shabalababoo!
This is not the end.
Yet. Bye guys.